Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Monday and thanks for joining me again. I hope you had a fabulous weekend, and I'm here to inspire, to encourage you today. I have my little book with my notes, and I'm gonna make this short and sweet as much as possible, but I want to share with you the power of practicing to ask for what you want. So as my title suggests, don't be afraid to ask for what you want. And I'm talking to my aunt, I'm talking to my uncle today, my friend, my brother, my sister. I'm just having a simple discussion. I'm gonna give you some tips, and I'm just gonna talk about this. I'm gonna start off with a story. Now, a year or more ago, I had to go to the US Embassy. I had an appointment, and I could not take my cell phone with me. Not allowed. Now, I was faced with a challenge after leaving the appointment because I needed to communicate with someone to let them know what was happening. My manager, to be exact, because I was going to work. No cell phone. I'm at the bus terminal downtown Toronto, and I have no cell phone. No other means of communication. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna contact my manager? So I started looking around my surrounding, and I'm like, Colleen, you need to ask somebody for a phone call. No, I had to summon up the courage because complete strangers, nobody I know in that surrounding, and I'm like, ask somebody. So I went over to a young lady. I simply said, hi, good morning. I'd like to ask for a phone call because I don't have my cell phone on me and I need to contact my manager. She asked me one or two questions, took the number from me, she dialed. I called my manager, spoke to my manager, and then that was done. However, in those few seconds of trying to decide who am I gonna ask for a phone call, there was a little bit of fear. There was a sense of, am I gonna get rejected? Is somebody actually gonna allow me to use their cell phone? And a lot of times in life, when we want to ask for something, we're faced with that fear, rejection. And two major reasons why I started with that story is to lead to this. Two major reasons why we really don't ask for what we want, whether in a professional or a personal sense. The first thing that comes to mind is the fear of hearing no. We don't want to hear no, and we've been brought up, so to speak, to probably have an understanding that when we hear no, it's a bad thing, and hearing no is not a bad thing. I want to tell you today, hearing no is not a bad thing. No doesn't mean that something is either wrong with you or wrong with the respondent. Now look at my story. What if the young lady I asked had been courteous in the past to somebody, kind to somebody in the past? She allowed them to use her cell phone and they stole it. They ran away with it. Now, based on her experience, she would have been hesitant to probably or taken a decision that should anybody else in the future ask me for a call, I would say no. Now, if she had said no, that's something I have to accept for whatever reason. I'm not gonna question and I'm not gonna ask her, so why you can't give me a simple phone call? We have to respect when people say no to us, and we have to realize that someone saying no to us doesn't mean anything bad. It doesn't mean that all the people in the world aren't supportive or people will never support us. It doesn't mean that. We have to get to the point where we understand no just simply means no. And no sometimes actually prepares you for a yes. No sometimes actually allows you to evaluate. No sometimes actually allows you to work on yourself. And in a professional sense, sometimes you might be doing interviews for a job you really want, a field, a career field that you want to get into, and you're hearing no a lot. But no allows you to reflect, to sit back, and to think about what you can actually do to improve on getting to the point where you hear a yes. Now, secondly, and this is the second major reason, whether or not we really think about it, one of the reasons why we don't ask for what we want is the actual response of hearing a yes. That sounds funny, right? But it is so true. When you want something and you want it badly, sometimes little thoughts come into your head and you're like asking yourself, what if I actually hear a yes? What if somebody actually says yes to me? They'll help me, they'll coach me, they'll give me resources, they'll help me to create the opportunities that I need to get to where I want to, and then I fail. So the fear of failure, aligned to us hearing yes, stops us sometimes from asking for what we want. Now, are we gonna let a no, or are we gonna let failure or the thought of failure stop us from asking for what we want? We shouldn't. And I'm gonna leave with you two powerful things that I've actually come to realize since I've been practicing asking for what I want, whether it is in my personal and my professional life, that has really helped me, and I want to leave this with you today. So the first reason why you should actually ask for what you want is that it opens or unlocks resources and opportunities that can be unlimited. So back in Jamaica, we have this thing where we say, no man is an island, no man stand alone. I learned this in primary school, and it's true. By myself, I don't have all the resources, I don't have all the opportunities that I can create to get to where I want. At some point in time, I have to rely whether on an organization or an actual person for help. No, I'm not gonna judge, and I'm not gonna say I heard no before, so this organization, this person is gonna tell me the same thing. Sorry guys, like I feel something on my ears. So anyways, we should realize that when we ask for what we want, we're potentially unlocking, we're opening doors, we're creating more opportunity and more resources that we can use, and those resources now become unlimited because you connect with one person, that person knows somebody else, that other person knows somebody else who knows somebody else. You get the point? So don't be afraid to ask. The second thing, and the next thing I'm gonna say, it's so powerful. When you ask for what you want, you actually challenge yourself to grow. If you don't ask, you'll never know. So ask. I encourage you today, ask for what you want. As long as you realize and you know exactly what you want to go after, what you want to accomplish, ask for it, because it's gonna unlock opportunities and resources to get you to where you want to. And asking for what you want allows you to challenge yourself and to grow. I'm gonna leave two thoughts with you that's gonna sum everything up nicely. And the first one is from Nora Roberts. If you don't ask, I'm gonna start over, sorry. If you don't go after what you want, you'll never have it. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. So what did I say about growth? When you ask for what you want, it allows you to grow. Norma is saying in her thought, if you don't step forward, you're always in the same place. So people, start practicing, start asking for what you want, and go after those goals. The realization of those goals are locked up in the power of you realizing that you need to ask for what you want. And the second thought is from Brian Tracy. Ask for what you want. Ask for help. Ask for input. Ask for advice. Ask for ideas. But never be afraid to ask. So I leave these words, these thoughts with you, and I hope that watching this video it will push you towards starting to practice to ask for what you want. And I hope that you'll find the courage and you will let fear go and realize, most importantly, that no has nothing to do with you as a person or the other person. It's a simple response, and don't let it stop you from getting to where you want to. And in the comments below, I want you to share with me what is one thing you probably didn't have the courage to ask for, and when you asked, you realized that you were able to overcome. And I'm gonna pin below, and I'm gonna ask you to finish. I wish I had the courage too. And just finish the statement. Thanks again for staying with me today, for watching, and I do hope that you have a great week. Remember, your dreams are possible.